家好，我係 Kai Bear，歡迎收睇我嘅頻道。我哋今日玩2K16，唔好意思咁多位，因為今日條片係比較長啲，請留意啦。如果大家想我講唔同玩緊嗰招講唔同嘅主題，請留言。中意嘅話可以俾 like 同埋訂閱，多謝咁多位。
Kevin, I have not been able to quite identify what the problem's been for this team, but obviously neither have they because they continue to struggle. I know they're working hard to get things figured out, but no matter what road they've taken, it's been a dead end.
Yeah, an effort, to your point, really not the issue, but you do have to wonder whether or not they have the right pieces to the puzzle, or at least have them in the right places. So some adjustments are going to have to be made, and I think that's going to be the challenge for this coaching staff.
The starters for the Portland Trail Blazers. Lillard at the point with C.J. McCollum playing the 2. Plumlee out there with Davis, and it's Aminu in at the small forward position. Now Johnson. After the miss, 3 from Damian Lillard. Lets it go from 11, and Pau Gasol, the bucket on the assist by Johnson.
Well, he knew how many inches he had over the guy. I mean, let's face it, good decision to just rise up and take the jump shot.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. Second chance shot. Johnson with the block. And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Johnson.
Out of bounds. Blazers ball.
Here's Lillard. He had a 39-point outing in their last game against Denver.
But it didn't deter him from attacking defensively. His pressure was terrific. He also got 3 steals in that game.
And he gets it to go. Just around a minute and a half into the first quarter. Johnson with it. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Johnson sets the screen for Rose. Back to Johnson. Yes, and it's Rose with the assist that time. Johnson's got his first basket of the night.
A splendid pass that time by Rose.
And I think Doris Burke has something for us right now. Doris?
Well, Terry Stotts gave me a few minutes to catch up with him. He said that their defensive focus, no surprise, will be trying to keep Derrick Rose out of the lane. He added, you know he's come a long way as an outside shooter, but he's a pick-your-poison type of player. We can't let him get into the paint. Makes sense, Kevin.
All right, Doris, thanks. And it's Johnson with the jam.
And that's the kind of lead pass we've come to expect from him.
For Chicago, they won their last contest that game against the Boston Celtics.
You know, they played well enough to win, but to be honest with you, I just felt like their opponent's defensive performance was shaky at best.
Yeah, I'd go along with that, Greg. I mean, the game wasn't handed to them, but they definitely didn't have to work as hard for it as they should have.
Here's Johnson, following the basket by Mason Plumlee. Johnson kicks to Butler. Back to Johnson. And he drops in the layup off the glass. Johnson's got 6.
4 or 5 shots have dropped for them already. Not a bad way to get things started.
The pass to Aminu. Back to Lillard. Takes a 3. And it's Chicago with the rebound. And this game, the first chance they've had to see Portland.
And really, this is a team that expects to beat everyone when they step on the floor, but they were only able to split the series last year.
And you look at how they match up. Certainly you could see them losing, but you would still expect them to come away with 2 wins.
And it's the Trail Blazers with the ball. The Bulls getting the bucket. Now here's McCollum. D right on him. Davis. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
Certainly that shot well within his range.
I would hope so.
And especially when he caps it off with the steady one-hand jam.
Butler on the wing. It's tipped, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will take it. Well, so much great defense has come from the shooting guard position over the years. And here's a rundown of the players wreaking havoc at that spot this year. 5th best, C.J. McCollum.
And both the hand speed and general quickness of the players on that list are outstanding. Those are the qualities you need to be an effective perimeter defender.
And at shooting guard is where you'll usually find the team's best defender, and this group illustrates that clearly and perfectly. These fellas play the best on-ball D that you'll see in the NBA.
So for the Trailblazers, their last game, a loss to the Nuggets in Denver.
Yeah, I had the chills watching that. It really was a nightmare defensively for them when you go into that building and get punished by some very hot shooting.
They didn't challenge the shooters. They didn't defend the shooters like they should have. And once the fans got into it and the arena started ramping up and cranking up, it was over.
Portland trailing here. Now Lillard. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Over to the wing. Shot clock at 6. Plumlee with the screen. Shot from the wing. And the basket by Lillard. And this game is tied up now.
Great job of utilizing that screen and finding space to knock down the jumper. Good basketball.
Johnson kicks to Gasol. Butler passes to Johnson. The 3 ball. They get it back. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Chance here now for a 3-point play.
That makes it 10 of their last 12 points coming from inside the painted area.
And really something that the defense has to address.
Really an extraordinary game for Johnson. He's already got 11 points, and he's blocked a shot today as well.
And he's clearly showing off his smarts in a few ways today. That block just being one of them. Just a savvy basketball player.
Here's Johnson after Ed Davis's score. Johnson dishes to Gasol. The shot's good on the assist by Johnson.
He just couldn't get a hand in the face on that one.
That's using what you got. He's got a height advantage, put it to good use there, and got himself a clean look.
Now here's McCollum. He had a 15-point outing in their last game against the Nuggets in Denver.
But what stood out for me was his gorgeous playmaking out there. I mean, over and over, he was finding his teammates in a great position to score.
Here is Rose after Ed Davis's score, and he gets it to go. Rose has got his first 2 points.
Man, this guy is a scoring machine. I mean, I know I'm not the only one to describe him that way.
Plumlee with a screen on Butler. Lillard attacking to the paint. Here's Plumlee. And so he earns a trip to the line. Officials saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
All the officials are all over that one.
Clearly a foul. I mean, didn't give him any choice but to blow the whistle. I mean, you got to play without fouling.
So for the Bulls, Taj Gibson's checked in for Noah. And Mirotic subbed in for Pau Gasol.
Right here, over these last 10 games on the Bulls schedule, Kevin, this is how they stack up. First in scoring, first in assists, and they're also #1 getting into the passing lanes and coming up with steals. An aggressive team that ball hawks very effectively.
And you go back to their offense, the most explosive in the league. I mean, everyone talks about the great offense beating great defenses. And I tell you what, they make it difficult to hang with.
And the basket good. And that's 13 points for Johnson.
His switch has definitely been flipped to on this quarter, guys.
And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Came in a screen on Rose. McCollum passes to King. He used that pick to get in close.
Now, how about how he sets his man up there, runs him right into the screen, and then gets the basket.
Abs checked in for Portland. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for the Bulls?
You know, guys, we've really seen them do a lot of damage in the paint so far.
Also, guys, the passing has been terrific in the first half. They'll be happy with all those assists. And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
Yeah, and that's 4 straight field goals now, Greg, they've allowed from point-blank range. Can't happen.
And it's Davis missing.
I'm a fan of anybody who defends that way. I mean, they weren't about to open the door and just allow him to cruise in for a layup. That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
And, you know, it doesn't matter how good your defense is on the perimeter if you're going to allow easy ones inside like that.
Here's Lillard. Jimmy Butler making his last shot, and stolen by Mirotic. And they're running. Ball going up court. That's good from Johnson on the assist by Butler. Now it's a 7-point Bulls lead.
Wow, the floor just really opened up for him on that possession.
Yeah, I mean, I'm all for good offense, but that was just a terrible reaction from the defense.
Now here's McCollum. Quiet so far offensively, searching for his first points of the game. Johnson outside. Butler dishes to Johnson. Feeds it to Mirotic. Fires the three. And that one's good. Mirotic just got himself going with the triple, his first basket of the game.
Boy, they've gone on this run, and ball movement has been a big key.
It really has, Clark. The defense unable to react as quickly as necessary in terms of dealing with their passing.
Now here's Lillard, averaging around 27.5 points a game, one of the best in the league.
Now, nice work there to contest the finish inside.
You know, they got the shot they wanted, but his defense, I mean, deterred them from those playing.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
Old school D right there, just telling them no easy layups. It's as simple as that. And that's what you expect from them.
And the Bulls making a change here. McDermott's checked in. And Portland with a change here, too. Harkless is checked in for McCollum. Here's Crabbe. He's covered by Rose. Crabbe kicks to Lillard. To end the run, here's Davis. And that one is hammered home.
And really nothing like a good old-fashioned throwdown to get a team going.
And Greg, they do need to get going. They wouldn't mind, shaving a couple more points off that lead right away.
Well, if the defense keeps giving up easy baskets like that, it won't be a lead for long.
Mirotic makes a big high bounce and goes in. Mirotic has got 5 points so far.
Timely passing leads to assists, and that's been the recipe for success.
Everybody on the same page, completely in sync, tremendous communication and awareness.
Now here's Kaman. Looking at his numbers, he averages a bit over 9 points a game. And the officials will call the illegal scrum right there.
And the idea of setting a screen on that play was right, but just poor execution.
Yeah, it just can't be a hard screen at all costs. There is a legality to how you set a screen, so you got to be inside of both lines, legal and hard.
Here's Rose. He picked up 15 points in their last win against Boston.
Tell you what, they haven't wasted any time getting into the swing of things on the boards.
And even this early, that's a good omen for the rest of the game. Also, a tough quarter for him offensively. He hasn't been able to give his team a lift when they need it. And the story here, Kevin, early on, is how well they've shot the basketball.
Very high percentage so far, and if you want to start a game hot, that's the way to do it.
Here's Harkless, following the basket by Doug McDermott. Kaman passes to Lillard. Kaman sets a screen for Lillard. And he sinks the shot coming off the strong pick.
The defense has got to do a much better job of fighting over those screens.
And Greg, especially when the ball is in his hands. I mean, come on now. He doesn't miss too many open looks like that.
Oh, and the jam by Johnson.
It's taken them no time to build this lead up. Great first quarter offensively.
But no time to relax here. They've got to keep the pressure on with the defense, and I think they've got to try to put this one away early.
And that one's good. 6 points for Lillard.
Not fazed at all by having a bigger defender on him down low, and I really thought he would be.
At first glance, you wouldn't think that he'd be comfortable in that particular situation, but, boy, I tell you what, he didn't look like he was out of his element at all right there.
And he gets the bucket.
They're allowing a sky-high field goal percentage. That won't get it.
Not at all, Clark. You rarely see a team surrender points this easily. They have got to do better.
Now here's Harkless. He hasn't scored yet. That I'm sure will change. Lillard attacking. Again, the miss by Lillard.
It has not been an easy quarter for him, at least offensively speaking.
Johnson dishes to Gibson. Rose kicks to Johnson. Deflects the pass. Harkless with the steal. Pass to Crabbe. He feeds it to Davis. Dishes it to Crabbe. Takes the 13-footer. Here's Kaman. And foul called as he misses. He'll go to the line and shoot two. The Trailblazers shooting their 4th and 5th shots at the foul line in the game. And that one misses. Portis, he's checked in for Mirotic. And he sinks the second. Chicago with the ball. They're on a 17-7 run. Inside. Good ball movement here by the Bulls. Johnson for 3, and he gets it to go. Johnson's got 24 points.
And really, it looks like he may just try to take this thing over on his own and really build that lead up.
Lillard with it. The first quarter concludes in a double. And now a chance to hear from point guard Damian Lillard. He explains his stoic demeanor on the floor.
I was taught to, never let anybody.
I would say, Clark, we probably shouldn't expect to see Lillard starring in any reality shows about his personal life.
I think that would be accurate. I mean, Lillard is a young man who is all about taking care of his business and doing what he needs to be doing. I mean, his reality is trying to live up to the expectations for him in Portland.
Well, not exactly a close game so far, but as the second quarter starts here, plenty of time for a comeback. And guys, we've seen a confident-looking Bulls team out there.
This has been a shooting drill thus far.
Warm-up jumpers because there hasn't been much resistance.
On the court right now for the Trailblazers. Plumlee out there with Aminu. Then it's Archie Goodwin. Then there's Mo Harkless. And it's McCollum in at the 1 spot. And Doris Burke has a report for us from the sideline.
Well, Kev, Freak in the last matchup against the Celtics really lit up the floor. He had 46 points, and that was just the start of it, notching a triple-double for his effort in what was quite a display from him. Numbers like that are rare to see by any player in a game he'll always remember.
Thanks for the great report, Doris. Guys, the way he carried them that night, I thought was truly incredible.
Unreal. I mean, he was literally on another planet in that game. He did it all on the floor.
What's interesting to me, guys, is to see how much energy he's able to play with here tonight. I mean, his legs still have to be a little heavy from that last game.
Kicks it to Gasol. Just 5 on the clock. Johnson, the pass to Gasol. The rim-rattling two-handed jam.
Oh, they are putting the hammer down. A huge lead right now.
Yeah, and it doesn't matter if we're talking about their offense or their defense. I mean, it's all been good.
And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 8 rebounds in this game.
With the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in control of this game.
And no doubt about it, rebounding is an effort stat, folks. They've been more determined than their opponent thus far.
It's tipped. Harkless with the steal. Second quarter of play with around 2 minutes gone so far. And out of bounds is Chicago gains possession.
And really just a lack of awareness on his part. Just no idea he was right near the line.
Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. Dunleavy comes in for Derrick Rose. Dunleavy gets a screen from Johnson. Dunleavy kicks to Johnson. Stolen by McCollum. Out to the right wing. Plumlee with the screen. There's the dish to Harkless. To the wing right side. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Here's McCollum. Here's Plumlee. The shot is good. And so is his shooting tonight. 3 for 4.
How about the perseverance there, the extra effort on that offensive glass?
Johnson attacking. And it's sent back by Plumlee. Here's McCollum. He hasn't yet put up any points in this one. And for those of you just joining us, we're in the second quarter with about 3 minutes gone by. Out to the wing. Here's Goodwin. Boom, he jams it straight down.
And then the young fella busts out the slick move inside to get open for the jam.
Greg, that was sick and slick. The D had no chance.
Yeah, he was one step ahead of him the entire way.
And in the second quarter, a little under 3.5 minutes played already.
Archie Goodwin.
Just a little confusion among the D as to who was supposed to be on him.
The Bulls leading by 11. And it's Johnson penetrating. The kick outside to Butler. Gasol gets the screen from Johnson. Gasol dishes to Johnson. To the middle. Harkless with the steal. Now here's McCollum. They look to him for part of their offensive attack. Right now, he averages nearly 12 points a game.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another.
They can't guard us on the perimeter. Spread the floor and isolate up top. Spacing, fellas. Spacing.
Well, there have been a few small forwards helping their teams in all sorts of ways lately. Like this week. Last 10 games. Freak number 1.
You know, there are some things he does really well on the perimeter, but in the paint, his rebounding is as impressive as anything else he does on the floor.
I think that's one of his calling cards, the rebounding, and it's the feistiness in the paint that allows him to do such a good job, and they're battling those big guys down low. I mean, I think it's really what sets him apart from other small forwards.
Plumlee sets the pick for Goodwin. Clock at 6. The feed to McCollum. Wide open. Buries the jump shot. McCollum's got it back down to single digits for the Trailblazers.
That's a clean look they gave him there, fellas, and he drains those.
And it's Johnson penetrating. Here's Dunleavy. That one falls, coming off the Johnson feed. Johnson's got his 7th assist here tonight.
And they are trying to put the hammer down, attacking the rim whenever they can.
McCollum passes to Goodwin. He dishes it to Plumlee. Trailblazers moving the ball around. That's good.
Every time they get scored on during this run, it's come from inside the paint.
Yeah, they have really owned the interior. You've got to collapse that defense and force them to beat you over the top.
There's the 3. Here's Noah. 1 up, 1 down. 2 points with his first shot this game.
And that'll increase their rebound advantage. They've definitely been winning that battle on the boards.
You know what? No rebounds, no rings, and they've controlled the boards, and that's what's given them control of this game.
McCollum with the ball. Johnson's there. McCollum no good.
It just hasn't been a very good day for him, guys. They need him to start burying some of those.
And that one's good by Butler.
Almost uncontested. I mean, it's nice to be able to add to the lead without having to really work for it.
Pass to McCollum. He kicks it to Goodwin. They double him with Butler. Pass to Plumlee. No luck. Great defense that time from Noah. The Bulls leading by 13. Butler kicks to Johnson. There's the pass to Mirotic from deep. And he gets it to go. Mirotic has got 8 points.
What are you going to do defensively? Such separation with the height advantage in that matchup.
Now here's McCollum. He's guarded by Johnson. Plumlee with the screen. They set the pick. Davis kicks to Goodwin. And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. For Portland, they have made 3 of 5 free throw attempts. And so he hits the technical free throw. So as we conclude the...
Well, looking at the stats, it's hard to doubt you have been the #1 factor for your team. Do you feel like you're controlling the paint right now?
I mean, I'm trying to.
Now it's been a one-sided affair so far through the first 2 quarters, but there's plenty of time to mount a comeback. You look at Freak in this game, he has been everywhere.
And the defense was soft in that first half, and he took advantage every chance he could, and boy, was he throwing it down hard.
Yes, sir. He has had too many uncontested runs to the hoop, but even if a defender's gotten there, it's been posterized time.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. So the Bulls 5 right now. Rose is the 1 with Butler as the 2. At the 4, it's Gasol with Noah at the 5. And it's Johnson in at the small forward. Trailblazers trail by 18. McCollum with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Plumlee with the screen. Lillard dishes to Aminu. Johnson, the pass to Butler. Basket is good, the assist from Johnson. 6 points for Jimmy Butler.
Well, I think he shot the ball well, guys, but I don't think he shot it enough. The more shots he gets from here on out, the more they'll stretch out this lead.
And Lillard kicks to Davis. Gasol with the steal. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Johnson's shot is off.
It's hard not to go for it when you see the chance for that alley-oop.
Clearly, temptation got the best of him right there, Greg.
Feeds it to McCollum from downtown, and that one's good. McCollum's got his 3rd basket of the night right there.
A wide open 3. They need much better communication defensively.
Butler on the way. He is guarded by McCollum. Johnson wide open. He fires. Bangs home the trifecta. Johnson's got 27 points. Trailblazers trail by 20. Davis sets a screen. And Lillard kicks to Davis. Back to Lillard. Plumlee sets the pick for Lillard. Just 5 on the clock. And here's McCollum for 3. The rebound by Gasol. The Bulls leading by 20. Butler dishes to Johnson. Gasol attacking. Ball's knocked loose. It's stolen by Davis. McCollum with the ball, and Rose picks him up defensively. Plumlee with a screen on Butler. Here's Lillard. Second shot opportunity, and Gasol sends it back. McCollum passes to Aminu. Looking to get back on track here, and Damian Lillard with the jam.
It's hard to believe that he's a point guard. I mean, he can power those dunks down as well as any big man in the league.
If not better, he's a phenomenal finisher.
Enjoy seeing that kind of bounce out of that spot on the floor.
Gasol kicks to Johnson. Back to Gasol. Outside Rose. Bounces high off the rim and drops. Rose has got 10. Trailblazers trail by 20. And let's get this update now from Doris Burke, who's across the way on the sideline.
Well, over the break, I listened in on what Terry Stotts had to say in his huddle. He thinks the use of ball screens and pick and rolls is the best formula for success against the defense they're currently looking at, and he let his guys know it. He said also that their offense needs to be a patient one. He told them, don't rush things. Use as much of that shot clock as you need to. Well, they need to make something happen before the start of the fourth quarter, and maybe those changes will do the trick, Kevin.
Always great to hear from you, Doris.
No issues on that one. Good work all around.
For Portland, they've gone 3 of 7 on field goal attempts here in the second half. And Lillard kicks to McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Stolen by Rose. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Rose has capped the ball.
I think that play sort of sums up what we've seen throughout. Just simply being outplayed both sides of the ball. Smart basketball defensively turning into quick points.
And that can't continue. I mean, if they hope to get back in this game, I mean, it's really deflating from a morale standpoint. They need stops and points, not turnovers. And let's take a quick look at some stats for Noah. how last month turned out for him, averaging 5 points per game, 6 rebounds, and 3 assists. And some pretty good numbers, guys. He's certainly making a contribution.
Better than expected. He still has a ways to go, but I like what I'm seeing right now.
Plumlee hits them both.
Looking at the game for Plumlee, he has 11.3 points at the line as well.
Yeah, that'll balance out that stat sheet nicely. I mean, you always want to see at least a few points from the free throw line.
Butler dishes to Johnson. He feeds it to Noah. Butler passes to Johnson. Count the bucket.
He's got some serious momentum going right now. He's been great all day. Even last game, he was on fire.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for Chicago.
Anytime you get as many points in the paint as they have, you know you've got a good thing going, and you just want to keep it going.
And you've always heard of guys being in a zone shooting, but you can be in a zone passing the basketball, and we've seen that tonight as well. +8 in the rebound differential. One more reason why they're in control.
Yeah, double-digit advantage on the scoreboard. They've taken the initiative. They've played, I think, with more purpose so far.
Lillard attacking. Stolen by Noah. And here's Rose. 12 points for him. Pass to Johnson. Dishes it to Butler. Outside Gasol. Johnson, that's for 2. Good, and the assist goes to Gasol. 34 points for Johnson.
They're in the position they're in right now, thanks in no small part to the show that he's putting on in this period.
And Aminu kicks to Lillard. Portland no good that time either.
One made 3 for him for the game. Does he focus closer in? Let's see.
Rose against Lillard.
Sticking too much.
Butler, a screen on Lillard. Rose attacking. Here's Johnson. Outflows off the pick and hammers it home.
And did you see the screen that was set for him? I mean, that was how he got to the hoop.
It was the classic screen play. It won't show up in the box score, but that screen deserves an assist.
Absolutely, Kevin. I mean, that took the defender right out of the play.
And Plumlee gets it to go on the assist by McCollum. McCollum's got his 4th assist with that last one here tonight. Outside Butler. Back to Johnson. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Al-Farouq Aminu. The Bulls making a switch here. Gibson's checked in. Crab's checked in for the Trailblazers. Goodwin comes in for C.J. McCollum. Clark, they've been looking out of sync offensively.
You know what? A basket here would do a lot for their confidence.
Too long in the paint, and he's hit with a 3-second violation. The Trailblazers have scored 6 points from their 8 attempts at the line so far. And so he hits the technical free throw. The Trailblazers making a switch here. Kaman's checked in. Lillard against Butler. Lillard attacking. 6 to shoot. Good work defensively by Gasol.
Physically, there's no doubt they've been the stronger team. That +10 rebound advantage tells you all you need to know.
Yeah, not to mention what it says on the scoreboard. They're really pushing them around. Straight bully ball.
Butler dishes to Johnson. And fouled hard that time. He'll get to the line and shoot 2. Archie Goodwin picks one up. For Chicago, they have gone 5 of 7 from the free throw line in the game.
And they've had really good numbers all season from the free throw line.
Guys, that says a lot about the poise of this team. I mean, they've been so calm, cool, and consistent at the stripe this year. I mean, that's impressive.
Mirotic is checked in for Chicago. Johnson against Lillard. And it's Goodwin in the corner. Portland no good that time either. Well, Chicago has gone 5 of 10 from downtown tonight. 50% exactly. That's good.
And he's been the catalyst all game long. Love how he's distributing the basketball.
No doubt about it, Greg. I mean, when the offense runs through him, it's really smooth.
Lillard attacking. Here's Plumlee at basket number 6 to his stat sheet. He's now 6 for 10.
You know, if you're only looking at the way he's played offensively, you'd think his team would have the lead.
Johnson, the pass to Mirotic, and some nice ball movement here by Chicago. And the basket by Johnson. Johnson's got 43 points.
And when they've gone to him, he has come through big time. You got to keep getting him touches.
Crabbe kicks to Plumlee. That's short off the rim.
That's not a sight you see very often. I mean, he has a great feel for that jump shot, especially when he's open.
Mirotic, that's in coming off an assist from Johnson. 12 points for Nikola Mirotic. Portland's gone 1 of 3 from downtown since halftime. And Lillard kicks to Goodwin. The dish to Kaman. And there's the feed to Lillard. Here's Plumlee. Looks good. Is good. That's his 7th basket in 12 tries.
The points just keep coming for him this quarter. And just at the right time, too, as they try to narrow the deficit.
Gasol dishes to Gibson. And a missed layup.
Well, I tell you, that was double duty right there. He influenced the shot and then got back and cleaned the glass.
Lillard with it, and it's Johnson picking him up. Lillard against Johnson. Knocked loose. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Here's Mirotic. Finish off the break. Mirotic has got 14.
And I like how he puts himself in position there to finish on the break.
Yeah, you know, that's what we call seeing and feeling the game. Excellent read of how that play was going to develop and where the ball was going. That's stuff that you oftentimes can't teach, Greg.
Here's Goodwin. Connects from three-point range. He's got 8.
And guarding him on the perimeter isn't a priority for them right now, but if this continues, it will be.
Rose goes in, and he gets it to go.
I think they need to get much more disruptive defensively. They can't just keep allowing these easy baskets.
That's got to be job number 1 right now. Nothing easy on the inside.
Kaman sets a screen for Lillard. Kicks it to Kaman. Plumlee, the pass to Lillard. Really left alone that time. Lillard's got 5 points in the quarter.
Just such a well-rounded offensive player. He's got a little bit of everything.
Rose kicks to Mirotic. A minute 42 left in the third. Johnson left side. In the corner, Gibson with it. He dishes it to Mirotic. No good. Plumlee with some nice D. Portland's gone into the three-point range 4 times since halftime and buried 2 of them. And taken away by Johnson. Oh, and here comes Johnson all alone.
And that's the classic 1-2 punch right there. I mean, nice steal. And then how about the elevation, Kevin, on the finish?
And, Greg, nothing spurs some quick offense like a great play defensively.
That indicates the importance of great on-the-ball defense, as was displayed right there.
Crabbe dishes to Goodwin. Lillard attacking. And he says, right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
And that's really the change in our game. It's the overall athletic ability. I love those point guards that can throw it down.
Well, you've talked about that. That's a dose of the modern NBA, Greg. That kind of aerial ability isn't limited now to just the front court anymore.
That's exactly right.
You know, I look at it this way, guys. It seems to me there are more high flyers at guard than anywhere else in the league these days.
High post try, and they're going to count the bucket and send him to the line. It could be a three-point play.
A lot of space right there to get that shot off.
Not a very good job of the defender getting over the top of that screen in that particular play.
Here's what Chicago's going with right now. Portis, he's checked in for Gasol. McDermott comes in for Taj Gibson. And Dunleavy's subbed in for Derrick Rose. 1 second separating the shot clock and game clock. Grab the pass to Lillard. And lots of contact there. Missing the shot. He'll shoot 2. On the night, he's gone 2 for 2 at the stripe.
And, you know, something I remember from their last game was how good he was at the line.
Yeah, I agree with you. I mean, he attacked, got to the line a bunch and cashed in on his chances. Guys, I like that this is a part of his game that has really been consistent this year.
Here's McDermott. Now Johnson. Up in time. No good trying to beat the buzzer. And at the end of the third quarter, a huge lead. And thanks again for joining us. Let's see what happens here in the fourth. Joakim Noah is checked in for Chicago. Johnson comes in for McDermott. For Chicago, they've gone 5 of 12 from the field entering the fourth quarter. On the floor for Portland, they've got Crabbe. Al-Farouq Aminu is out there with Plumlee. Then there's McCollum, and it's Goodwin in at the 2.
Impeccable from the line since halftime.
No misses yet. You can't do much better than that, guys.
And so Butler nails both of them. Here's McCollum. Plumlee with the screen. Jumper off the screen. They get the rebound. Johnson with the block. 2-on-1 as they jump out on the break. From deep three-point range, sinks it. What range from outside. Wow. Johnson's got 48. For Portland, they've gone just 1 of 6 from the field to start the fourth quarter. A bit of a slowdown for them right now. Here's McCollum. Rebound by Butler.
And a big lead for them on both the scoreboard and the backboard thus far.
Yeah, rebounding has been a big key in this one, Greg. They've asserted their will and have taken control on the glass.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
Clearly just an example of a different mindset between these teams.
And that's why it's so important to really be a good screening team. You get a lot of open looks from it.
Noah kicks to Johnson. Pass to Portis. Feeds to Johnson. The kick outside to Butler. 4 on the clock. Shoots. Hits the front of the rim and out. Trailblazers have gone just 2 of 8 in this fourth quarter. The final quarter not treating them well so far. And he lobs it up. It's deflected. And Dunleavy gets it to go in.
Shots are just flowing for him right now, having a really strong quarter.
McCollum with the ball. He kicks to Aminu. The rebound by Johnson. Johnson's got 14 rebounds tonight, going after him. Noah the screen, off the pick. Can't get it to go. So the Trailblazers will take it the other way. Pass to McCollum. Three-pointer. Good D by Johnson. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17. Noah the screen. Bulls moving the ball around. Plumlee with the steal. And there's Goodwin on the assist from Plumlee. Plumlee's got his 5th assist in this one. Well, Chicago's gone a disappointing 2 of 6 on 3-point attempts here in the fourth. And Butler, here we go. Fires from 14. Portland grabs the miss. Plumlee's got 6 rebounds in the game. Finishes the break with a slam.
The one-hand slam is so sweet when it's his hand doing the slam.
Oh, yeah, he is so smooth, even on a power finish like that.
And really, that's what makes him unique, that combination of power and polish. Just Mr. Reliable again here today, Kevin. I mean, they need his points, and he's producing.
They set the pick. Here's McCollum. And a foul on the shot. He'll go to the stripe for 2.
Take a look at what McCollum's done. He's got 10 points, and his huge assist tally makes it all the more impressive.
You know what? He's the catalyst. He's the reason why this team plays with such harmony. And if his passing continues, they are going to be dangerous.
Chicago making a switch here. McDermott's checked in. Johnson kicks it to Noah. And stolen by Kaman. Here's Harkless. His shot, no good. And Chicago shooting 64%. Beautiful all-around play by this offense.
You know what? Feed the beast. You got to look for him every trip down because he's been out of his mind this quarter.
Kaman a screen. McCollum dishes to Kaman. From a tad short, but it's good off the front iron. Here's McDermott. Johnson outside. Harkless with the steal. And the basket by McCollum. McCollum's got 6 points in the quarter.
Great job to hit his teammate on that move, Kevin.
Now the pass to Dunleavy. Trying to find Johnson. He's got it now. He feeds it to Noah. That's in there. Johnson with the assist. And it's 6 points for Joakim Noah.
Sensational pass. Even in mid-shot, he still saw the open man.
Kaman a screen. Now here's McCollum. Pass to Kaman. And here is Goodwin. Down to 5 on the shot clock. The Trailblazers need to get off a shot. Here's the 3. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. So for the Trailblazers, Alexander's checked in for Aminu. And Lillard subbed in for C.J. McCollum. And stolen by Lillard. And oh, here we go. Lillard's got it the fast.
Oh, wow.
That's a beautiful jam.
Ooh, quick hands on the steal and then just mad hops on the slam.
Great sequence for them defensively and Clark offensively.
Well, one usually leads to the other, Kevin. That's just good, aggressive, attacking basketball at both ends.
Oh, that was a great angle we just saw, courtesy of Kia. Kaman a screen. Here's Harkless. The three-pointer off the mark.
Hey, they got the shot they wanted off of that pick, but it just doesn't fall.
Yeah, it didn't go down, but you'll take that shot every single time, Greg. That's good offense.
Portis, the pass to Johnson. And the first one drops.
He's made an effort to get into the defense a lot more by aggressively attacking the basket, and he's not shying away from the contact, which has given him some free throw opportunities.
Derrick Rose is checked in for Noah. Johnson against Lillard. There's a screen. Kaman a screen. Now here's Goodwin, fended by Dunleavy. Just 5 on the clock. Pulls up. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Chicago's gone outside a lot tonight. 17 times, in fact. 7 of 17.
Well, guys, this was never really a contest. Just a total obliteration, if you will. And you can safely say mission accomplished now for Chicago.
Starting 5 must have been happy to get so much help from the reserves in this game.
Yeah, I'm sure they were. They not only lightened the load, the bench guaranteed and actually produced the win.
They sure did. And so looking at their number, this will be win number 22 on the year.
And with the win approaching, they'll take the first game here of 2 that they'll play against this team. Nice to get that first one out of the way and set the tone.
It sure is. It's just a 2-gamer since they're in opposite conferences, and you can bet they'll take the same approach right into game 2 that they had tonight.
A fantastic show. And what an amazing all-around game it was for Johnson. He did it all tonight, making an impact with more than just his scoring. How about the fact that he got a triple-double?
Lillard attacking. Johnson with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Trailblazers will retain possession.
Tape up. Tape up.
Out of bounds. Blazers ball. Coming onto the floor for your Bulls, Joakim Noah.
Here's Lillard. Lillard again missing. Now Johnson. From past the arc. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. It was a tale of two teams tonight.
Good win, good win, good win.
Well, once again, your ability to make plays with your passing was a major factor in this one. How did you get the offense clicking?
Hey, listen, don't tell anyone, but I don't really think it's been me that's been getting this team.
The 2K Sports postgame show.
Welcome back, Ernie Johnson, along with Shaq and Kenny the Jet. Let's quick freak. It was nothing short of a professional offensive clinic he put on today. He hit shots from every place he took them. And that wraps things up, folks. Thanks for joining us. For Shaquille O'Neal, Kenny the Jet Smith, Kevin Harlan, and the rest of the 2K Sports crew, I'm Ernie Johnson. Good night, everybody.